Hi sisters, I am getting ready to hit the road. It is an impromptu trip and we're taking the RV because we travel with our pets. I haven't been in my RV in a while and it's a little loud because I have to have the AC running. It's like 6:30 in the morning right now and I'm trying to catch the cooler part of the day because it's freaking hot. I have to prepare the RV for this road trip. We have to go to a business thing for my wife's job and she likes to take us with her. And that means, take me with her, but I can't leave my kids, so I have to bring them with me, and that's why we have the RV. And so we drive to these cities so that she can make her meetings, when at all possible. I'm hoping that in this kit I have the tool that I need because, sisters, let me tell you, the last time we used this thing was a long time ago and it was sitting for a very, very long time and my toilet is leaking, okay? So I don't have time. Literally yesterday we pulled it out of its storage parking spot next to the barn and that's it. I have to work on it. So I have to remove this toilet and see if I could fix the part that's leaking. It's the little part that pumps water into the toilet to flush. Okay, so it's a freshwater leak, has a leak in it. So a crack, a break or something. I have to see if I can fix it because I can't take it to a maintenance place to get it done for me. This falls on me to do, okay? Because that's what I do. Okay, that's my job. I'm gonna get in here and my phone is on red, okay? I did not prepare for this the night before. So we have a small wet bath situation. Like I said, I haven't been in here. It's a super tight space, okay? There's barely enough space to sit in here. I know that on the sides is bolts, so I have to try to get in there and see if I can get them to come out so that I can take this outside and remove the piece in the back of it. I have successfully removed the bolts. It is time for me to lift the toilet and get it out of here and remove that back piece. So I'm gonna do that now. I forgot to disconnect the water line. All right, so now the water's disconnected, the bolts are disconnected, it is lifting, and I am moving outside. Let's see if I can remove this back piece. Okay, this is my problem child here. This is leaking somewhere. I need to fix that. How do I get it off? I don't know. All right, looks like there's a screw, this plastic tube. You slide it in. Okay, I think I need a screwdriver. The product that I'm hoping to use, if I can do this, cures in like 3 hours. So it's important that I attempt this now to see if it's even going to work. Oh my gosh, where's the screwdriver? How do I get that off without breaking it? Oh, I did it. I did it. Okay, I got it off. Now I'm going to take it to my kitchen sink and see if I can replicate the issue. I cannot replicate the issue that we were having. So there is these two components are meeting here, and I think that is where the leak was coming from. And so I can't replicate it. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to take some JB Weld plastic product, place it all around the circumference of this piece, let it cure, put it back. Hopefully it just stops. So that's the only thing I can do because everything else is a solid component. And so that is my best guess. That's what I'm going to try to do. That's all I can do. Plastic weld. I've never used this stuff before, but how hard can it be? Okay, I was a little confused because I was like, where's the parts I have to mix? Where's the second part? And it's all in there. I just have to cut it off and mix. So the center is the second part. Girl, how do you get it out? Okay. Okay, this is very difficult because it's very sticky and these gloves do not fit me. they're not fitted to me. So it's just making this very difficult to mix. You see what I mean? Like half the trouble is just getting the glove stuck from the product. The product has had 3 hours to cure, and you can clearly see what I did. Okay, so I have to go and reinstall it, and hopefully this will solve my issue, and we'll see. But I'm gonna clean my bathroom and do all that stuff before I put the toilet back, because I have an opportunity to reach all these nooks and crannies that I normally wouldn't when the toilet's in its place. So I'm gonna go do that first, then I'll reinstall this onto the toilet, and then the toilet into the RV, and then see if I can run the pump without any leaks. So let me see. I've reinstalled the toilet, the part and the toilet, and now I'm gonna turn on the water pump. Oh no. Okay, that means I was not successful, but oh my gosh. Okay, I'm in my laundry room. I have the wash going, and I tried everything, you know. I could be a couple of things, okay? It could be a faulty part altogether, or my piping, my plumbing. I can't help the plumbing part. I need someone to come and create a new connection, right? Now, the part could have cost me $12, but today is 4th of July, and I can't get that available to me, you know? So, and we leave tomorrow. This has to be done today, you know. I started working on it yesterday because I just thought, okay, I can solve for this, and I couldn't solve for it. So I ordered a whole new toilet, which is what this is. It's unboxed sitting here. I don't even know if it's going to solve the issue. So, but one thing's for sure, I'm going to find out real quick if it's going to work, because a new toilet has that new part built into it. Okay. So, you know, whatever, it's what could literally got here to, I don't know what time it is, literally got here to me next day. Thank goodness for the Amazon of it all. And it is what it is. Okay. So I have to go and see. And now I have a new toilet. Now listen, if it doesn't work, I can return it. You know, it's not a used situation. It's only water, clean water going through it. So I have that, you know, but I need this to work. And it's a holiday. Like, that's it. I'm screwed. I have no other options here. Okay. So I'm just going to go install this thing and see if it works. Hopefully it does, because I would really like to be on this trip with my wife, and it's a short trip. It's a short run, but it is what it is. So let's go see if this is going to work. And again, it's loud in here because I have to run the AC, and that's a loud situation. Now, this is unfortunate because I replaced the toilet last year. We took the RV out, and the winters are so harsh here that it just wreaks havoc on all the plastics. It's good that I learned how to replace things and fix things myself, because the labor is so costly, you know. So I'm really hoping this works. So I'm just gonna install it. Hopefully that goes swimmingly, because the mount that I have in here might not be compatible with this toilet. Okay, girl? So everything is up in the air right now. So I'm taking out my old one and putting in my new one. I bought this RV. Girl, I own this RV, okay? Nobody, there's a lot of new stuff out there, okay? That's way newer and state of the art and awesome. But I wasn't going for that experience, and I found one on Craigslist. How do I put this on, girl? I found this one on Craigslist, and I bought it cash. I wanted to own something. I wanted to paint it, do whatever I wanted to it, and I just didn't feel comfortable doing that. I mean, these things are expensive. I mean, I don't know if you guys have ever looked into it, but girl, it's expensive. You know, these types of recreational vehicles, and it was an investment, but I got it cash, and gosh, it was years ago. I literally had just gotten it, and I was in middle of demoing everything, okay? So everything is in complete demo, DIY, mid-process, and we got the job or the opportunity to go to Switzerland, and we had to shop around for the most affordable storage to keep it, you know, because I wanted to keep it. I needed this to be here existing. Should anything happen over there, I just wanted to know I had this little RV that I owned. And the cheapest place that we could afford to store it at was, girl, in Arizona. And we left in just such a hurry, okay? These people needed my wife ASAP. We landed, girl, and she was in the office the next day. Like, I was running around doing everything by myself. So anyways, that happened, and it stayed in the hot sun for like 4 years, like without any extra protection, girl. The tires got rotted out, everything got affected. When we finally came back, the plastics were done. They were done. Like, we had to drive it from Arizona to, I want to say Michigan. I'm not sure though. I think it was Michigan. Girl, the little roof vent, right? The window that pops up was so decayed and rotted that when we caught rain, the water was just coming into the rig. Like, it was a whole situation. So we had to get so many things redone, resealed, replaced, and it just happens every year. If it's not the heat, it's the cold. So it's just like, it just comes with the territory, you know. Unless you're literally chasing perfect climates, it's gonna be better maintained. But until then, girl, it's a fucking it's a rebuild every time, every season. So the plumbing though is serious. Like, this is serious, right? So I'm just stalling because I don't want to find out that this didn't work. All right, the new one is in. Okay, I'm gonna mount it and get it secured, and then I'll turn the water on. Okay, the new toilet is in. It is attached. Now I'm gonna turn the water pump on. I don't know if my water tank has enough water. I hear my water pump. I'm just really shocked right now. The water has stopped. Pressure is reached. I'm gonna flush. I'm gonna need to put water in the tank and do the test again, but right now it's really good. But at least right now there's no leaks. Oh my God, dude, I could cry. Like, it actually worked. We've put water into the tank, and now I'm gonna run my test one more time. So I have to turn on the water pump, okay? The water has to travel, then it stops. Not continue like before.
Right.
Then we have to flush.
Okay.
And then the water pump has to turn off after the flush, not just keep running, okay?
Okay.
Turn it on. Okay, I'm going to flush now.
Okay.
After the flush, it needs to stop running. I'm nervous.
I know.
I did it.
You did it!
I did it. I did it. Oh my God. And that's a powerful flush. Did you hear that?
Too powerful.
Okay, I have a toilet now, and it works. And my water pump works. Everything works. So now I just have to wash and load the RV ready for the road trip tomorrow. And I have the rest of the day to accomplish that. the whole process of packing up the RV is a long one. Like it took like a day and a half to do, and it's a lot to get it clean, to get it loaded up. Even if it's just for a couple of days, it's a lot of work. And it's just me, my wife, and my 2 cats, you know, but it's like a lot of things you have to think about. And I already forgot my can opener, okay? So I'm not gonna be able to include my beans into my dinner. And now I'm going to try to fix something to eat. It's 9:30. It was a 7.5 hour driving day, and tomorrow's probably going to be the same just to get to this meeting that my wife has to get to. But tomorrow we're just driving there, obviously landing and getting ready so that she could be there the following day. We haven't used this RV in it's always long periods of time in between, so I never know what's going to work. Like the fridge has only been running for 2 hours because we couldn't get it to start. We just couldn't get it to start. Babe, is the propane on? So cooking here, I'm gonna have to see, okay, the AC is running because it's super hot outside. And now I have to run this little fan, this suction fan, to help with like the heat builds up. And I have these like blackout thick, it looks like a moving blanket here, dividing the little kitchenette that's at the rear and the little shower bathroom thing. And I have one in front of the driving cab, right? Like the 2 seats and stuff, because all the air just escapes. This really helps trap the cool air in the main living quarters of my little coach. It's a really small coach. Babe, how long is this thing? Bumper to bumper is 23 feet and there are no slides, okay? A lot of these travel trailer things or coaches have like slides where it expands your living space. That's not the case here, but it is fiberglass. I made a bunch of white rice at my house so I could just reheat it and just cook my whatever meat I'm cooking and salad, because we could drive to pick up something to eat, but we're not familiar with the area. It's an RV. Sometimes the drive things don't have enough clearance to accommodate us, and we drag or bottom out, and it's just best to try and cook our own food. And then you can add a salad kit, and that's it, bam, dinner. Once we get into the city and we rent a car, sometimes we'll bring a car, but this was like kind of last minute prep. We didn't know we were gonna do this. And so we're gonna rent a car so that she could get to her meeting. And then, you know, in situations like that, then maybe we'll explore the city and go grab something to eat. My cats can do this, okay? My baby, my fluffy long-haired cat, he doesn't want to come out. He just wants to stay in his little cat house bed. It's like a little dome, and he wants to be in there until we land. And once we land, he pops out and he's, you know, exploring. And then we fill their love buckets. And then in the morning, we have a little bit of family time, and then we got to hit the road, you know? And sometimes when we stop at gas stations, we'll like put them near the toilet, like, do you need to go? This type of thing. But once upon a time, we were full-time in an RV or a travel trailer, a 26-foot travel trailer, something like this. But this thing had like a huge expansion, and we were full-timing for 6 months with the cats. And that's when we learned that we enjoy doing this. A lot of people are like, oh my gosh, you're gonna drive an hour? Yeah. A lot of things in LA, dude, take an hour to get to, and it's just traffic. It's not because of distance. So we're no strangers to driving. Like when we did the 6-month thing, we were my wife was working remotely, but she still had to get to meetings. So it was not unusual for us to go from like California to Florida, like back and forth like this, and we were fine. I enjoyed it. We loved it. But then we had to move, and it was a fun experiment. I had a can that has the pop-off lid, and last minute decision, I'm like, no, I'm gonna use this one, and I completely forgot to grab the can opener. And I'm sure I forgot other things. No matter how much I prep and buy things, girl, I'm always not prepared. And I had to, you know, wash the RV and do all these things to it, get it ready for the road. And then, man, the rain was intense. Like, we could not see anything. So the weather was fluctuating like crazy this entire ride. But we're here, we're halfway there, and tomorrow's another long day of driving, but we'll be there, and hopefully everything will go fine. My fridge is on, you know, things are okay. Sometimes me and my wife alternate driving, but this time she did it all herself. Ugh. I have to take everything out if it's already in here, you know, or located before leaving, and there's just some things that escape my mind, and that is okay. Do you feel the heat back there, Weta, from the stove? You do? You see what I mean? Even though I have this, even though I have the fan sucking out directly from here, my wife can feel the heat coming off of this thing, and it's hot outside. It's just, that is how it is. I love this little coach. It's not my wife's favorite, but she deals with it because I like it. I love the little size of it. I like the layout. It's literally just a bed on wheels. It's just for us to do these little trips, go to these little work things, and come back home and be able to travel with my cats. And we like staying at these little KOAs because, I don't know, they seem to be pretty professional. They're fine. They're always nice, clean. Huh? Well, yes. It's small because the living space is just a bed, you know. I have a little cat condo for my cats. Their food and water. They have a specific space for their toilet, and that's it, you know. But this is a full shower. It's a wet bath, right? But I like using the showers at the campgrounds. They're usually temperature controlled. They're nice. They got nice water pressure, but sometimes we do use the shower. It just depends on the circumstances. And girl, it works. Okay, that's probably too hot if it's doing all that. Chill the heck out. I try to make it easy on myself today because this is a rush trip. So I bought already diced items here. Come on, girl. Oh, girl, please don't jump. And I really can't film or record, talk when we're driving because, girl, it is loud and violent in here, okay? In California, we would have like this little earthquake simulator truck come around, and it would replicate like a schoolhouse, and it would teach you how to like stop, drop, and cover or whatever during an earthquake. Girl, this is that truck, okay? It's an earthquake simulator, constant. It is ridiculous, you know. And you see people with their van life. Like, we rented one of those, I think it was a Mercedes Sprinter vans, super expensive type of camping van, very small. Girl, that thing was so freaking loud. Oh my God, no different. No thanks. Okay, keeping an eye on the heat. So it's not, you know, because it's just for work, it's not like we're taking any scenic routes or anything like that. So it's not much really to show. The most direct routes are usually not very scenic. But me and my wife really like driving long distances like this. We like it. So it's not for everybody. And some people can't believe, like, you're driving there? Like, yeah, why not? Not a problem. All right, I'm gonna add some spices. My wife's out taking a small walk this morning, and I'm making coffee and, you know, just packing things up, getting ready for the road. The humidity is thick. It's, I think, 72 degrees right now, so I just have the windows open and trying to give the cat some bird ambiance, but it's pretty muggy. We fell asleep so quickly after, like, we just ate and passed out. So I want to hit the road early today so that when we land, we have more time with the cats in the evening because they need attention. They need to move around. But yesterday was just too much to get done, get ready. And girl, I forgot more things. No matter how much I prep and try to, when we do the longer road trips, like if we're on the road for a long time, you know, everything's fine. I have everything. And I pick up things, you know, that I forgot. But these quick ones where you're just trying to, and you've been like, it's been a long winter and I haven't been camping in a while. So yeah, it happens, but it was okay. Everything's okay. And now we just have another long day of driving, another like 7 hours plus or something like that. I don't know. And then we have to pick up a rental car right when we get there so that it's ready for the next morning. Take her to her meeting. So We're just gonna have coffee, a little bit of family time, and hit the road, girl. Back on the road. And we're off. Okay, it is 12:30, and next up here at Caravan Cuisine, we are going to make a turkey sandwich. And I have brought you with me in real time live so that you could see how crazy and loud it is back here. Am I dancing around because I have ants in my pants? No, ma'am. This is the way it is back here. It is a very shaky disaster. So let me make a couple sandwiches, and I try to make it really quick and really fast and really easy. No frills, no thrills, no nothing, just lunch meat and cheese. We do add some mayo. Sometimes I'll add mustard. However, I don't have that with me today. Right now, it's pretty good right now that the road isn't all chaotic. Oh my God. This is for safety. Oh. Okay. Do you want a soda? Mission accomplished. Okay, we've picked up the rental and now it's off to the campground. I can't wait to just relax for a little bit. Check out their showers, whatever, check out their grounds, spend some time with my kitties, and plan for tomorrow. All right, it is now the next day. It was once we got into our camping spot yesterday. Oh, girl, I went and enjoyed their showers. It was wonderful to have hot water and water pressure that I can just use to my heart's content. So that was lovely. And we just had dinner. I made the same thing. That's what she wanted. She said she really liked it. So we had the same thing for dinner, and we're just enjoying our time. We had plenty of time with the cats. Everybody got a lot of rest, and we were out of the RV by 7 a.m. I took her into the city, took her to her meeting, and she's going to be there, she said, maybe up until 4. It is now 10. I had to come back and do my chores that I have to do, just like I would any other day and make sure my cats are okay. It's already super hot. Oh my gosh, it is hot. I'm going to go and see if I can find any treasure at the local thrift stores. Girl, that's what I do. That's what I'm going to do. And I don't know how much ground I'm going to be able to cover in that time, but I'm going to expect nothing, no pressure, because I could get a little like, ooh, I want to go here, I want to go there. And I don't know. I've never been to St. Louis before. I don't know the demographics. I don't know the area. So I'm just going to point and shoot. There's a Goodwill half an hour from here. I'm going to go to there. And then I will, if I don't find anything, I'll go to another place, you know. So I'm playing it by ear. It's my first time here. And I'm just looking for some treasure that me and my style sisters would enjoy. I'm taking you with me. And girl, I don't know how this is going to go. I have this octopus phone holder thing, and I'm just so unprepared. Well, I had to get everything ready for this trip. So the last thing I was able to get ready was myself. I don't have like a big purse like I usually do. I just have like a fanny pack. And usually I bring a big purse to hide this thing that I have to carry to hold my phone when I'm filming inside the store. So it is what it is. I'm so happy to have you with me. Let's go to our first destination, which is a Goodwill. All right, I'm at the Goodwill. I always have to check out the scarves. This is a nice one with the paisley print. Okay, nothing I can live without here. Okay, I'm gonna take a look at the dresses. I went to Starbucks and I got a lemonade because it's so hot. Well, you know, really I like, okay, look at this gloriousness. I'll take a look at that later. But I went there and I ordered those egg white bites. And they're like, okay, you know, we're waiting on your egg white bites. And I was like, okay. And so, you know, I was waiting there for a moment, and then they handed me my bag and I drove off. And I'm trying to get here, you know, I'm trying to cover some ground today. And when I got to the store, I, you know, was gonna eat my egg white bites. And it was a whole like sausage and egg and muffin. And you know what, girl? I like that. Those are good, but it's not what I ordered. But I guess the universe was like, today you are having a sausage sandwich, ma'am. Okay. This one's cute. A little top. It's very quiet in here, and there's people all around me. So I'm trying to be respectful. And sometimes when I'm looking up at local stores, I see the Salvation Army is one of the stores. And you know what, girl? I've been in those plenty of times. One Salvation Army kind of just, it only takes one, put a bad taste in my mouth. And I was like, man. And then now I'm like, every time I see it, it just ruins it for me. You know, like, I don't know that I want to go there ever again. I think, I don't know if we were getting our car I think it was getting our car serviced. And, oh yes, I like this purple. Look at this sheerness. And across the street was a Salvation Army. And I was like, oh yes, ma'am, I'm gonna go there and I'm gonna just go have a look around while you're waiting for the car. Oh man, look at this. This is, I have to try that on. And you know, I'm there, I'm shopping, and then Nicole, my wife, comes to get me, and I'm already at the checkout, and she's letting me know that the car is done. And you know, we've been together for over a decade and known each other for longer. And I'm very relaxed with her. Like, I don't do like PDA stuff like that. I come from a different household, a different time, and I don't feel comfortable doing that. Sorry. And so I'm literally just saying like, yeah, babe, I know, and I could get this, and we could put it in our whatever in the front room. You know, it's super cute and blah blah. I'm just talking to her with that language. And the man that was at the register checking me out, right? He's just staring at us, and there was a long line of people, so I had seen him checking other people out, and I was just waiting my turn. And you know, you see that they're always behind a glass display counter, and so you're looking in the counter. So I was aware of what he was doing, like, you know, when he was checking people out, the small talk, all of the things. And he's not giving me my receipt, and I'm like, what the hell? Because you know, what's the holdup? And he's waiting for me and my wife to stop talking, and she's like, okay, I'll wait for you in the car, kind of thing. And I'm like, why isn't he giving my receipt? And he's holding it like this on his chest, and he folded it in half, you know. Usually everything is really quick, you know. He folded it in half, and the register was one that you kind of step up on, right? So they have a larger view of the floor, and he grabs the receipt, right, and he's just waiting till he has my full attention. And I'm like, okay, what's going on? And then he goes, may God have mercy on your soul. And then he hands me my receipt. And you know what? I know what the Salvation Army is about. I know that they're a faith-based, girl, I have to do that, establishment. I know that. And you know what? Oh my God, look at this. I love this. I love that. And I have no problem supporting people of different faiths as long as they're not hurting anybody and they're helping other people. That's what it's all about. And girl, trust me, I'm not hurting anybody. That's the last thing I would ever want to do, you know. That's that. And so now every time I see them, that replays in my mind that moment, like, I don't know that I want to support that. And girl, I could tell you exactly which store it was, what state, where it was, all of it, you know. It's just one of those moments that you just remember. Probably never forget. And so, yeah, that happened. This is giving kind of kimono vibes. I know it's got some stains on it, but it's really pretty. So, yeah, now when I see it, it's like I'd rather go anywhere else. And you know what? Is that fair? I probably not. That's just that one person. I've been going there for as long as I can remember. But in that moment, they saw me talking to my wife, and that's how that man decided I don't know, to handle that, to just, you know, behave. So, and I laughed because I was just shocked by that, you know, and not really, because I grew up in a toxic religious home, and so I've heard it all. But to hear this man who don't know nothing about me say it to me was different. And I laughed and I said, of course you will, you know, to kind of throw him off. But there's no talking to people like that. Okay, I found some actually pretty surprising stuff. I like to hold it up onto myself in the mirror just to get an idea of how it's going to look. And girl, sometimes that simple action of holding it up to yourself, it's like, nope, it's missing the mark. It's not going to work. And that's how I go about things. This one's 100% cotton, but I don't know. Not that one. I also look for home decor items because, girl, I have a home and I love to put decor in it. Let's see. I didn't even pay attention to the tags. I can't wait to go home and be back home and my surroundings, my studio. But I love to take advantage of the times that we are, that my wife travels for work, because I like to look around, at different things. Sometimes when I go to the same thrift stores, they don't have very many new things, and I'm quite limited. Oh, these are fun, you guys. Look at this. It's got cranes by Worthington. I like the cut of, it's a pant. And I like to wear these under like a caftan style top, or even a caftan if it's short enough. These are fun. I'm in the skirt section just having a gander. This was really pretty too. Sorry to bring that story up, but I'm looking for thrift stores in my area, and I saw that, and then it just reminded me of that. I never told anybody that. I've had many instances like that, Honestly, I have. Always from a male telling me this. I like that I could see everything, like I can actually move the hangers, Sometimes they're so bunched up that you can't even move them a centimeter. I like this. This is fun, but they want too much for it because it's sheer. Look at this. For summer as a layering piece. Oh, very cool. I get really paranoid about the cats. We do. And so we put up cameras in there to make sure, like the temperature is okay in there, that they're okay. And girl, they're okay. This is fun. I've seen this. I've bought caftans of hers, this Jessica Taylor. Look at this. It's sheer. It's got a nice neckline. Girl, yes. I will have to take a closer look at this. I never know what these things are made out of. It's very annoying. This also could be a fun layering piece, like, let's see. If you wear something longer underneath, just to get the really cute bell sleeves and flounciness of it, girl. Yes. I stick out like a sore thumb because I'm talking to myself. Anyways, look at how fun and nice this top is. I like the sheerness. I like the beaded collar. Plenty of those to choose from. One thing that I am looking for is felt hats. For fall, I'm trying to prepare ahead of time because I really want to upcycle some and get them all artsy and pretty in time for fall. And I don't know, I haven't been finding them. Usually I see them all the time, but not anymore. Okay, here we have a kimono, and it has the long fringe. This is kind of cute. Oh, I don't really care for that price. This is a cool jacket, and of course it's Chico's. Okay, Look at this. This is an extra large. It's like a nice blazer, but look at this paisley print. This is pretty. Like more formal, more dressed up. Look at all this fringe. Oh my god. That would be a lot of work to get detangled, but pretty fabulous. That's a lot of work. Really cool. Ooh, this is cute. Cute. I'll try it on. Ooh, snake skin. Oh, I got a really early start to my day, and I'm just a little tired. I hope we can maybe have dinner out today because I'm just tired, and it's always this huge ordeal to. No, it's not. You just hats. Let me look. Oh my god. Excuse me? Excuse me. No. There's a wire in it, girl. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Girl. No. No. Oh my god. This is fabulous. Look at this. Excuse me. If you're talking to me? I don't want to talk to you. Girl, this is fabulous. Oh my god. I have a hard time saying no to stuff like that. Oh my god. Those are worth. Look at this. I mean, this one with what I'm wearing right now. Excuse me? Let me get my hat on. Excuse me. And it has a. Stop it. Oh my god. That is pure joy for me. I absolutely adore that. I love hats, you guys. Look. I don't know how you would wear this one, but fabulous. Oh my god, dude, those hats. And you know, they're all bent out of shape, which is fine because I'm going to steam them and try to get them right again, but I cannot pass those up. Are you out of your mind? I'm looking at the shoes right now, but I never can find things in my size. Look at this beaded number. How cool. I found these little sandals, but I'm not sure that they fit me. They're so cute. You know, it's like they barely fit you, right? But then if you start walking, girl, they don't fit you. Darn it. All right, I'll leave these behind. I'm taking these hats, okay? Now I have this cute kimono. I think I'm gonna leave this one. This is a Knox Rose, you know, nothing expensive, but it's so cute. Like all the embroidery and the lace and the trim is very boho. Okay, I think I'm gonna leave that one. I really like this one. I think I'm gonna take this one. God, this is so fun. I really like this one. Okay, this is so fun. Okay, I found a few things in there, and now I'm gonna head to a different store. So I'm just looking up, you know, what's closest to me where I'm at now. There's one 2 minutes away from me, so I'm gonna go there. So there was this dress there. It was 2X, and I did like it. I did. It's just they wanted $19 for it, and you know, I hope to be able to pass it on, you know, onto my website so that somebody else can buy it And that's just way too high of a price point. Sometimes I'll budge if I feel like, okay, this is worth it, you know, but I don't know. I did not feel it was worth it. So I just passed. And that's kind of the game that I have to play. You know, it's like, should I, shouldn't I? And so I'm still figuring things out. I'm having fun styling up the finds that I am okay with purchasing. So I'm going to continue doing that. It's just a little hectic being in a new city, not knowing your way around. And this next place is a St. Vincent de Paul thrift, and I've seen people thrifting at these stores. I've never been to one, so it's kind of exciting. Okay, I'm here. Let's go check it out. Okay. There are no carts, okay? So that's interesting because I I cannot use my phone holder to film. So that's a problem. But it's nice in here. It's very calm and quiet, but that I'm just like I I'm holding with one arm items that I want to, you know, possibly get, and then I'm looking through the racks and I'm trying to hold on to my cell phone. And yeah, I don't think I'm going to get much in here. So, that's what's going on. These, oh my God, I wish. They're so cute. I love shoes like this. I mean, the colorful, the pom-poms. Oh God, the embroidery part. Like, oh, I love stuff like that. I wasn't able to record, like I said, but I only found like 3 items in there. Not too much. I just heard back from my wife. She needs me to pick her up a lot sooner. So my day just got cut real short. But, you know, I'm not sure. I'll see if I head out after I pick her up. But I got a few things and I don't know. I might head back out after I pick her up. I haven't decided yet, but, you know, we'll see. But I couldn't film it. They literally had no carts. I think I saw 3 in the entire store. I don't know if that's by design. Obviously, maybe. I don't know. They just didn't have any carts. Yeah. You know, I tried everything on that I could and decided quickly. And I only left with like 3-4 items, I think. You know, one decorative dish that I thought was really pretty and isn't too heavy to ship out. Should I list it on my website? But it's really pretty. I really like it. So yeah, I have to start heading towards my wife's business park area. So we'll see if I head back out again. I did stop at another thrift store. Actually, I stopped at another little place, but it was kind of like antique slash thrift store, you know? So it was very quiet. The people that were working there were very nice and very chatty. So I just didn't film in there. I only have a few minutes. My wife is keeping me posted on when to come and get her. So I'm always in the shoe department, even though nothing fits me. But I like to look. Let's go check out the dresses. I also really like looking at like the purses and the bags. Oh, I just love it all. All right, I need to find the dresses. Come on, girl. Look at this. This is so cute and fun. Okay, I'm getting derailed. I must go. This looks vintage. The tag looks vintage. The dress looks vintage. That looks fun. Not quite what I'm going for. This is nice. Alley Miles extra large. I like these little like buttons. It's like a tunic top. I'll take a look. I try to stay away from the size small, but it's out there. This is kind of cool, you know, visiting a different area and their store. You're exposed to different things. This one's too small, but very cute. Venezia jeans. I like that. So far, okay, what size are these? Oh, they look small. So far, the people here that I've encountered have been super, super nice. Actually, most places that I've been to have been nice, except for that Salvation Army man in Michigan. He knows who he is. Ralph Lauren medium. It's an interesting label, but it's really cute. I like the color, and it's like beaded, but it's kind of small. It's very cute though. All right, now we're in skirts. I love these skirts with the little bells on them. This one's black and white. I'll take a look at it. Sometimes they're cotton. This one's rayon. I'll take a look at it. I like the flow. It's a nice flow. Here's another one. It's got the little bells on one of the drawstrings. I'm not sure about this color combination. Just skimming the pants here on the other side. These are fun. I wish they're Forever 21, but I wish they had like a ankle hugging thing to them because I like the shininess and I like the color. Bar 3. These are fun. They're a little too snagged, but very fun. These are, they don't say, very pretty. Okay, I'm gonna look at more dresses. What is this? This is a skirt with the paisley print, a medium. Nothing so far that I can't live without. What is this? There's no tag. I'll take a look at this. That's a cool looking dress. And it's not $20 like the last place. There wasn't that many dresses, so now I am in these shirts. That's cool fringe. I gotta keep an eye on the time. I'm jumping from side to side because when there isn't anybody here, it's easier to do that. This is a really cute sheer layer top. Pretty fabulous. Actually, I'll try it. I'll see that. Okay, I am out of time, literally, and I need to quickly decide what I'm taking, what I'm leaving, and be on my merry way to go pick up my wife because that's it. I have to be there in 20 minutes. She just texted me that they're going to be a few minutes late, and I just walked past this picture. I don't know if it's a print. I'm pretty sure it's like a print, and it has a signature on it. Oh my God. I really like it because I could just hang her up in my studio for inspo. I love that. Okay, I gotta get out of here though. So I've been sitting here in this hot car talking to myself because I apparently wasn't recording. I made it to 4 different stores, okay? And that did not put a dent into what is available here. There is so much available in thrifting in St. Louis, and I got to experience a very tiny piece of it. And I did find quite a few things, and I'm excited to style them up. And tomorrow we leave, okay? So tomorrow, that's it. We're gonna make one pit stop, right? 7-hour drive, spend one night, and then 7 hours back towards home. I think that should get us home. And then I can start working on making videos. This totally derailed me, you know, the 4th of July weekend thing, like last moment coming here. And yeah, I need to do a live so I can catch you guys up on what's been going on with us. And yeah. So anyhow, I'm leaving tomorrow, and I was able to pick up some stuff that I thought it's pretty cool, pretty neat, and I'll have fun styling it up for you, but I just can't wait to get home. I need to be in my studio, in my house, where I have everything available to me, and I can, you know, do my videos. Yeah, and I really want to do a DIY video. I forgot to bring my project. Like, I had it all packed up. You know, I like to do embroidery when I'm on the road while I'm just sitting there, you know, making patches, and I completely forgot it. So I'm going nuts over here. So yeah, I'm going to go pick up my wife. I'm going to go back to the RV, check on my kids, and start packing everything up that I found, because I bought these 2 picture frames from the place I didn't get to film at, because it was like an antique thrift, and all the proceeds go to like helping trafficking victims. And that's such a good cause, but I didn't look at the art very closely, and one of the frames is breaking. So I need to go to my rig and package things well so that no further damage is done to these frames. So yeah, I'm going to go and do that now. Yeah, I'm going to pick up my wife and then head back to the RV and start getting ready to get, you know, back home tomorrow, or start making my way back home. Yeah, I'm so excited. I just want to be back in my house with all my things and my studio where I can just freely make my videos. Yeah, and I'm just itching to make a DIY video. There's so many ideas that I have, and I just need to be back in my studio. And it's so hot out here now, you know, so it's not very pleasant running around. But this has been fun. I really enjoyed traveling to another place and just thrifting. You know, I've always done it. I just never done it for my style sisters. Like, this is cool, because you have, like, it's just different inventory. I hope I get to do it again. I'm sure I will. And it was fun, you know. Oh God. It was fun bringing you guys along. So I hope I get to do more of this.